Twins, can get lethals pretty early. We already saw that earlier this tournament.
Yep. We see Mr.Cat playing twins in the orange, and I believe this is actually on the correct version of Locus, but I could be wrong.
And I'll tell you next turn when we see the gold values. And yep, it's the corrected version.
So for anybody following this on YouTube, there was an update to these maps, or just this map in particular, where
Player 2 starts with an extra 50 gold to allow for a unit build that's, pretty important.
Yep. So seeing the Merfolk come out at the correct timing. Also, player 2 gets a tiny bit of groove at the start to make up for the fact that their sword basically pre-captured a village.
Yeah, but that's just that's... Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a big factor at some point. Ooh, twins are going center. Interesting.
Yeah, now we're seeing commanders not healing early because it allows for some bigger buys to be built. And player 1 has a smoother econ curve, I guess, even with the extra 50. But player 2 can still be flexible and do stuff like that. And, I keep seeing people capturing the lumber mill with the mage from the wrong tile. And I mean, it doesn't matter for Disobeyed, but here, look. Oh, actually, no, the Kraken isn't here, so the mage will not get punished by the Kraken.
Oh, Kraken actually going...
Yeah, to the middle to stop the twins. And the twins are like, you're gonna need more than that.
Can you actually just kill the Kraken with Commander at that point?
No, it's not enough damage, and then you get grabbed. That's, that's the thing with Kraken is if you don't finish it off, it still grabs you. And if you hit it, you're always in a position to get grabbed, I guess.
Yes. Yeah, that's definitely true. Unless you, frog pulled it away or something. I don't know.
I guess. But at this point, you might as well just pull the Kraken on land and kill it, right?
Yeah, that is also very true.
Oh, I just considered this, actually. You can do that. Interesting. Alright, looks like we have a dragon that was built to deal with the twins and the Barge Knight. Barge is a pretty good option. Allows you to speed up the knights and backloads the money you're investing into that side. So which is always a good thing. You're actually faster with the knight and you spend the money later.
Oh, and twins actually get groove right now, which is a thing that they wouldn't have had in the previous version. So that actually does make a very tiny amount of difference having that little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about timings, and here the timing is slightly earlier. It would have made a difference if Mr.Cat chose to use it this turn. I guess Disobeyed maybe had to respect it this turn, so maybe something happened, but hard to say.
But just another little intricacy of the map that we're gonna get to see happen here. And ooh, yeah, village is gonna get captured. We're gonna see mages come forward. Mages on the bridge, very wisely. If you're on the road,
oh, that dragon actually went in front of the lumber mill to stop a night crit path. And that allows Disobeyed to get the full cut next turn. That's actually good value for a dragon just standing there. If he remembers to cut, that is.
Yeah. Actually, that is one of the very interesting things about lumber mills is that even seemingly passive actions can become very interesting and dynamic.
Yeah, and sometimes like you have to cut earlier than you want to, because even if your opponent isn't gonna flip the mill, he might just have a unit stand in the forest, and then you don't have access to that anymore.
Yeah, I've definitely seen times on this map in particular where the lumber mill has like potentially
Ooh, that
missed a turn because like
that golem is in Kraken grab range. The harpy too, but now I think the golem is gonna be grabbed.
oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. And Disobeyed has pretty good control over the middle. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything too dangerous can happen. And you have the commander to take care of the twins on that choke point, and you have hitting the arm for a bit, trying to free the golem.
This is nothing to threaten the golem just yet, so
Yeah, and the golem still counterattacks if you hit it. So there's that.
I actually wonder
You're
if
gonna have to. I mean, you Disobeyed is just gonna keep grabbing the golem until the dragon gets there.
we're just gonna see stuff slowly support over on the side. I actually would have thought you could throw Cooling Flame down in that little choke there, just because like it's so hard to break that position.
Yeah, that's true. That's an idea. But maybe Mr.Cat is like saving it to have the follow-up. It's like there's multiple ways to like approach Twins Groove. Like sometimes you want to keep the groove alive for multiple turns to get like the healing value and a bit of damage on your opponent if they go in. And sometimes, sometimes you just want to throw it in the middle of your opponent to just deal a bunch of damage, even if it dies instantly.
Actually, sometimes you just want
And
to hold it for pressure as well.
there's that too. But yeah, having the potential follow-up with for your army means that your army is that much more threatening.
Ooh, and yeah, golem eventually goes down. Dragon gets the booster to kill it in one hit.
Yeah, I mean the Kraken did get damage, but I don't think it's worth losing a harpy over that. Can you check this Kraken HP actually?
It's on 41%, so
41%. Ooh, can't make a perfect golem out of it.
oh yeah, that's actually very true.
Ooh, Disobeyed kind of spreading out the army. Has to have the two golems defend the stronghold, and Zawan is going to the side, on the other side of the map, really.
Yeah, and actually thinking about it,
Yeah, there's potential to cut Zawan off from the army here, but it's a dangerous play to make against Zawan, and like you have to be quick about it, because if you give time for the armies to regroup, the opportunity will be gone. So Mr.Cat playing very aggressively with their units this turn. Like the archer is gonna die, the mage is gonna die. But strategically it makes sense to start a fight here very fast. And a good way to do that is just to kind of give your opponent a few units.
yeah,
Although
well,
that looks like maybe a little too many units.
there's a lot of
Oh,
use. Oh,
frog.
that's another.
Yeah, that's a dead mage.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. And oh yeah, tier 2 coming in, and oh, that might just be a little bit too much damage. Oh, that's so much fine damage coming in on this army.
Yeah, good idea from Mr.Cat, but not like playing safe enough with their army. And now like this is a giant mega blob of everything that Disobeyed has plus tier 2 groove. And it's gonna be really hard to fight into this.
Oh yeah, like having to spend like big units counterattacking onto tiny ones like swords, like very
All
far
right.
from ideal.
Cooling flame.
Oh
Oh
wait,
wait,
that's a very low health commander.
wait. Hang on, I can't see the terrain anymore. No.
On the plains tile. Oh,
Where's the wall? It's top left of Zawan, I think.
oh, that's a knight. I don't even think it matters that if this was a crit or not.
Yeah,
Oh, it was a crit
I
though.
think there. Yeah, I think there's a
And there was actually a
dragon
frog nearby
available.
to pull if it needed to, and yeah, dragon.
Yeah, and Zawan, and it's really unfortunate because you really don't need to be in a dangerous position to use Zawan Groove.
Yeah,
The tier 2 has so much range.
he could have been
So
several tiles further back, I think.
a very avoidable death by Disobeyed here, but very good on Mr.Cat for spotting that. And it was looking very rough, but Mr.Cat made it work. And you know, we were talking about potential grooves a few times earlier, but saved it for the moments that really mattered.
Yeah. Yeah, like having just like a raw 20% damage that you can throw out on your opponent is extremely powerful. And you get to
And
see why.
this might be a decision by Mr.Cat that's only happens in a tournament set. Basically, maybe Mr.Cat saw how game 2 went and said, I'm gonna save my groove for lethal, because my opponent seems to not be very careful with their commander.
Yeah, very true. Well, that is us for now. Congratulations to Mr. Cat. They're going to go through to losers round of 12. Disobeyed. They go out of the tournament, but you know that was actually a very respectable game. Just unfortunate that they got lethaled.
Yeah, and I mean, Disobeyed was doing very well in every game, even the ones they lost. So, but that's kind of, you know, that's Wargroove. You know,
Yeah.
half of the game is keeping your commander alive.
Yep. That is very true. Anyway, it's us for today. We're gonna go and cover some other sets later in the week.